I'm here to do some trash talk about the cars.
So the purpose of our project is to study the laws of motion. It isn't easy to build a car, even if you have instructions. It just, you usually always run into at least one problem. We took a half a sheet of plywood and cut it up accordingly to the plans. The plans gave us all these measurements we had to follow.
Both of these cars are basically half a piece of plywood, some hardware like the steering wheel and the turning mechanisms, and wheels, basically. And that's basically the whole car. That's what it's made out of.
Our biggest problem with the project was definitely the steering. There were a lot of metal pieces and it was really hard to make.
I was just talking about, it's probably one of the most complicated parts of the car because you have to get these aligned, and then if this copper pin falls out, it doesn't do anything because when you turn the wheel, it turns this little bolt, which these two are attached to, so that you can turn these when it turns like that, and that's basically it. The steering wheel is basically, it's just really a piece of plywood that we cut in a circle, and then cutting these little indentations for your hands, and you want to put like your thumbs, something like that. Design the cars to look very different from each other. And the car that I'm sitting in now is actually a little bit heavier due to this big box.
When we started our project, our vehicle had all 6-inch wheels.
I'm trying to see that if we change the size of the wheels, it will affect the speed of the vehicle. Alright, so today we put these 8-inch lawnmower wheels on one of our cars. We think that bigger wheels mean bigger speed.
We painted one orange and yellow and one blue and yellow to tell them apart.
So how maneuverable do you think this car is?
Not much. No.
Don't go so wide.
So this car made it. The pylons were 9 feet from each other. We kind of had to spread them out a little bit, and this car made it. But the yellow car and red car did not make it.
Both cars made the test when the pylons were 9 feet apart.
The car with the smaller front wheels is kind of easier to maneuver than the car with the bigger wheels and the same size wheels.
on in front here?
That we are putting a camera like right in front so that when we're driving down, you can see the reaction of when we go down.
Whoa! How did he do that? How do you feel before the big race? Are you nervous at all?
A little bit nervous, but I have done this before, so I know it's fun.
Do you think your car's going to win?
Yes.
You do. Why?
Well, because I think it's faster.
The driver here. So, is this your first run on this? Is this your first run on this car?
No.
So, how many times have you done this run before?
Probably 3 times.
And how confident are you feeling?
More confident than Alex.
So
No, you're not! Yes, I am!
So-
You want to fight?
So, do you think you're going to win the race?
Heck yes.
So-
Let's go!
1, go!
Oh, yes! Done. 3, 2, 1, go! If the same course was paved, it would go faster because it's smoother and there'd be less friction. Friction has the action of slowing the vehicle down.
Ready whenever you are. So do you think it's faster going up the hill or down the hill?
Down the hill.
And why is that?
Pushing up,
What's the scientific reason?
so gravity pulls it down the hill. But we have to push it up with our muscles.
How easy is it to push it up the hill?
Not easy. I was moving the steering wheel and I discovered that these wouldn't work because the wheels aren't moving and they won't turn. And that is definitely a big problem.
Watch out, Andy! They can't really control it though. Now it's great.
So what we first did is that the first car that we built had smaller tires, and so when we built this car, we gave it bigger tires thinking that it would go farther. At first we thought that we were right, but now we're thinking that it could just be the weight, because we switched drivers with 2 people and the person who weighed more won.
This is the unbreakable Cessna. 3, 2, 1, let go. Oh. Ah!
Land. Watch out, guys! Get back!
How do you feel about your first test drive on the go-kart?
Good.
Do you think you're going to make a good time going down?
Yeah.
Have you ever driven something like this before?
No.
Nathan, what have we got here? So how does it work?
But it will pick up a speed, show the speed up here in miles per hour. This will reset it, and this will also start it. He went 9 miles per hour right at this bit where he's about to level out at full speed.